Hey guys, it's Wednesday, so I haven't made a video in a while. I think I made one 2 weeks ago-ish, but I don't really know. And if this is really loud, sorry, but like my microphone thing is acting all weird. It's all like, oh, volume is totally full, even when I whisper like this, which I know you probably couldn't even hear, but my microphone's like, ah! I watched it and it seemed to be okay. So in theory, so the play was this weekend, as Becca said. And as she said, Friday night was spectacular. And then Saturday, Saturday. So it all went well. The first 2 acts went really well, and then we got to the third act, and Faith was supposed to step inside a mummy case, so that way, cause then Ricky and I lock her in there and whatever. So we lock her in there, everything's all fine, dandy, we're doing our scene. All of a sudden, the mummy case starts to fall over with her locked inside of it, and it's tipping forward, and I'm sitting in my wheelchair and I'm just paralyzed with fear. I'm like, what do I do? And I just kind of like saw it in slow motion falling, and Ricky like reaches out and he tries to catch it, and he like sort of caught it and like so, but it still fell on the ground. But luckily it fell on its side and like burst open. We're like so like we tried to ad-lib, like we went up to her, we're like, oh my gosh, but I was like first just making sure she's okay, not trying to ad-lib really. And then she was okay, and her mom came up to the front stage. She's like, Faith, are you okay? Faith's like, I'm all good. So then Ricky's like, she's out cold, and we're just there, and like the thing was busted. Like, there was wood pieces everywhere, and the audience was cracking up, and it was terrifying. And it took us like forever to get back to the scene, because it was my line next, and I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing because I was so freaked out by the fact that she fell over and almost died. And like Asia comes running out and she played a doctor, and she's like, do you need a doctor? And it was really funny, and I sent her away. And then eventually people were supposed to like wheel her out on a dolly, but it was busted, so there was like no way they could wheel her out on a dolly. So Fritz comes in and he just like picked it up in the broken pieces, and he had like 7 people taking it, and it was actually really funny because like 12 people were carrying out one person and all the broken pieces, and it was really weird. It was definitely memorable. Like Becky comes in, she's like, did you kill her? And I'm all like, no. But it's because I didn't really. But it was funny. And like we were all freaked out. Like I go backstage, my Faith, are you dead? She's like, oh, I'm fine. Like she got a scratch, and that's it. And like it was just terrifying because like, yeah, like I stood there and I'm like, oh my gosh, and like we go, and like people are like, oh, good job, and whatever. And I was just like, I was still freaked out. I was all like for a half hour afterwards, I was still totally freaked. Like it was just terrifying. I can't imagine how Faith must have felt though. You're just sitting there and you are trapped. She couldn't move. She's all of a sudden falling, and just, that must have been awful. But we did decide that it was now better than the puppet stage falling apart in the making of. I mean, that was hilarious, but this was, it topped it anyway. So now we decided at the cast party we're gonna like watch it, and rewind, and watch it again, and rewind, and watch it in slow motion, and like fall and burst open in slow motion. Should be hopefully really funny. But other than that, not much has happened. Started babysitting at church again. Woo woo. I guess that's about it. I should see you tomorrow. Becca, I will see you tomorrow for Glee, and Fritz, I want to see you soon. Bye guys. Self-time, so I'm gonna pretend to stall. That's it. All the best. Bye.